Hello, this is Ricky Ograma, and this is my first video of the quest. This time I took a measured self-perceived communication competence scale (SPCC). And so for this measure, you'll be able to know how competent you feel in the variety of communication situations. There are 12 items of questions, and for each you'll scale on the degree 0 to 100. Then after that, you'll just calculate it and you got a scores. Then you know how competent you are. And I found the interesting research that my group competence as 50, which is quite low. And I thought that was true because whenever I do a group project, a group research, I feel myself not being good at doing things as a group because I always think I'd rather be more effective if I do it by myself, or if I finish the just doing by myself. So I thought that was true. And also my scores for strangers was quite high, 82.5, and I also thought that was true because I feel like when I talk to strangers, I don't really care what I'm doing, or I don't really care what they're doing, because at the end of the world they are strangers and they will forget about me in my rest of my life. So my total SPCC was 81.6, which is a medium and moderate, and I think that makes sense. So the research I found that used this measure was taken in Korea. So this research called Effects on Communication, Competence, and Social Network Centralities on Learning Performance. And there were 62 students who are in theory cooperative education department in Women's University in Seoul in Korea. So they use these measures to see how competent people are in the group discussions or group situations. So the purpose of this research was to investigate the effect on college students' communication competence on the degree centralities of their social network. Also to find how communication competence relates to their collaborative learning situation. So collaborative learning as the way of learning, doing things as a group, not individually. Then they require the communication competence because they interact each other a lot, and to do things effectively, communication competence will be required. So the research found that students who have higher communication competence usually century of knowledge sharing network is also high, and their collaborative learning outcomes increased as a consequence of that. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And they also found that trust network isn't determined by only communication competence. So for me, I got a medium communication competence, and I feel myself being not good at doing things as a group. So I thought in order to do things very well in a group, or in order to cooperate, being more competent in a group, I will need to increase my communication competence as a group. Then the things will go more effectively, and if I will be able to research, or if I'll be able to complete the task as a group, that will be more effective, and that will help my life as well. Those are the interesting thoughts that I found for the research and the measures. Thank you.